Hello children. So as part of our life skills training, today shall we all deal with decision making? Then tell me something that how important is decision making in your life? Do you all consider that yes, it is very important? Or else fine, you can just take a decision. Because see children, there is always a difference between taking a decision and making a decision. Taking is you take it with your mind, and making decision is with your heart. That's the main important difference between these two. And one has to be very cautious before they make up any decision. Why? Because 90% of people in the society, around you and I also, we find the people regretting their own decisions made. So to avoid that, one has to make the decision by using the mind and the soul both. And to do that, what are all the things one must take care about? First thing is, one must be assertive. Assertive in the sense, one has to have the firm thinking. Second one, self-esteem and self-reliability. One has to have reliability about oneself. For example, I need to make a decision. If I don't believe myself, then how would I make my own decision? Then what would I do? Obviously, I shall be asking the people around me to help me out to make my own decision. Then I shall ask my friends, my family, then the people around, my siblings, to help me out to make my decision. Then once the decision is done, then how can I call it as my decision done when I have sought somebody else's help to make my decision? That's where I go wrong. So first thing is, before making the decision, one must have the self-reliability. Then one must have the foresight of the decision. Once I take this decision, what would happen further? That is lateral thinking. One must know the consequence of the action which is going to be done. Then when you are comfortable with the consequence, when you see everything positive around you as a consequence, then of course, without any second thought, you can just make the decision. For example, you have already made a decision and you just thought of moving in the same path according to your decision taken. Do not and never rethink or reanalyze your decision made, where again there is a chance of going wrong. Once the decision is done, and when you start rethinking about your decision, then you start finding something wrong. So where you are doubting your own skill of making decision. So 3 things you all must be remembering, children, before you make any decision. First thing is, be assertive, be firm. Second, self-reliability and self-esteem. One must have these 2 qualities. And third and foremost important thing is, think about the consequence. So think wise before you make any decision. So let's all meet in the next session of life skills. Goodbye. This is Vijaya.